When we think about hormones, we usually picture the thyroid, the adrenals, or the gonads, but two of the most influential endocrine organs are hiding in plain sight. They're the ones you see in the mirror every day. Both are hormone-secreting tissues that dictate how well you age, how well you perform, how long you stay functional. So let's start with... All right, Landon, hit the disclaimer. Let's start with muscle, the metabolic communicator. Yes, it burns calories and gives you strength, but muscle is also an endocrine organ. Every time it contracts, it releases signaling molecules called myokines. These myokines travel through your bloodstream and talk to your liver, pancreas, brain, and even your fat cells. They help control blood sugar, lower inflammation, improve mood, even support new brain cell growth. More muscle equals better insulin sensitivity, stronger bones, faster metabolism, and higher energy. And here's something people forget, that muscle is your amino acid savings account. Whenever you're sick, injured, or under stress, your body literally breaks down muscle to heal itself. And so if you have that savings account built up, you're going to leave strong. If you enter strong, you can leave strong. So losing muscle with age isn't just cosmetic, it's a direct hit to your body's repair system. So now let's talk about fat, the misunderstood endocrine organ. We've demonized it for decades, but it's more complicated than just fat bad, muscle good. Fat tissue releases hormones called adipokinins, like leptin, adiponectin, resistin. These help regulate hunger, metabolism, inflammation. But not all fat behaves the same. Subcutaneous fat, the kind of fat that's just under the skin, is your body's kind of safe storage of energy. In healthy amounts, it acts like a pressure valve, keeping excess energy out of your organs and reducing systemic stress. It also produces adiponectin, which improves insulin sensitivity and supports cardiovascular health. And so that's why you don't want to get too lean. But here's the key point. A small amount of subcutaneous fat is normal and even beneficial, but it has a threshold. Once those fat cells become too full, they start leaking inflammatory signals and attracting immune cells. And then that's whenever subcutaneous fat stops being protective and starts acting more like visceral fat. And visceral fat is the kind of fat packed around your organs and is the real metabolic troublemaker. It's highly inflammatory, hormonally active in all the wrong ways, and directly tied to insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and cognitive decline. So fat isn't your enemy, but too much of it absolutely is. The goal isn't to have no fat, it's to have functionally fat that's quiet, metabolically stable, and in balance with muscle mass. The muscle-fat relationship, so this is where it all ties together. Muscle and fat constantly communicate, almost like coworkers in a group chat. When muscle signaling is strong, inflammation stays low, and fat cells stay calm. When muscle signaling is weak, fat becomes louder, more inflammatory, and more metabolically disruptive. That's why training is one of the most effective tools from longevity. It doesn't just change how you look, it changes how your body talks to itself hormonally. And so how does this play into longevity and functionality? Longevity isn't about living forever, it's about staying functional for as long as possible. Can you get up off the floor without help? Can you carry your groceries inside? Can you carry your luggage across the airport? It also helps keep your blood sugar stable and your brain sharp. These are muscle-driven measures, not just numbers on a lab sheet. So resistance training, protein intake, and movement help keep muscle signaling high and fat signaling balanced. They improve testosterone, growth hormone, insulin sensitivity, and mitochondrial health, all the hallmarks of slower aging. So when you think hormones, don't just think glands, think muscle and fat. Two tissues that determine how your body ages. A small amount of healthy subcutaneous fat is your friend, but too much of any fat becomes inflammatory. Strong muscle, balanced fat, stable signaling, and that's the foundation of metabolic longevity. And the best part, you don't need a prescription to start optimizing it. You just need a weight, a walk, and some consistency.